to be in the roof. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Spy Family. We're now on to episode 12, which is called Penguin Park. Or, if you are a Benedict Cumberbatch, it is Penguin. Anyhow, if you know, you know. So the last episode, we had the infamous episode of Anya finally getting her Stella, finally getting something to offset the Demetrius bolt that she was given right on her first day. She actually saved the life of a little boy. Well, I was going to say accidentally, but it was actually on purpose. But she managed to do so without revealing her superpower. But it turned out to be just the right thing to get her this Stella, because all the other things that Lloyd was trying, bless his heart, was just not working. So Anya has now figured out that potentially she may have to use her powers in order to advance as far as, you know, getting these Stellas and advancing in the school, because her academics are still on the shaky side. That's really all that we got here, outside of poor Lloyd starting to feel the pressure of this assignment. You know, he's on a timeline to get Anya into this Imperial Scholar program so that he can hurry up and meet this inevitable enemy that he's supposed to be trying to take down. And so far, they're not doing too bad, but things have not been going according to plan at all. And as I mentioned a couple of episodes ago, there are definitely other players in the mix that seem to be doing a similar plan, like that really large child in the dodgeball scheme. There's something else going on there, and I don't think that, you know, he has any idea that's happening yet, but Twilight is definitely aware of the mounting pressure to get this very important yet very delicate operation underway. So I'm ready to get into this episode because I honestly have no idea what it's about. But before I do, if you've never been here before, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you like what you're seeing, would really appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button. It just helps a girl out a lot with being seen. And if you like it here a lot, please consider hitting the subscribe button and joining the fam so you can be notified of all the reactions to this show and many other cool ones like it. Same goes for those of you who've been here before. Thank you for coming back. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you know, all that other good YouTube stuff. Okay, that out of the way, let's get into this episode right about now. She a master of disguise too?
遂行中の重要任務と並行し、新たな任務が与えられたようだ。
Who's watching? Is this the third party now? It just hit me the other day too when I was editing that it's interesting that Twilight is using his real face for this mission and not like another disguise. Aw. Sis, don't you just want to retire? You've been doing this for decades? That's a long ass time. Give yourself a break. You deserve it. Go on a trip. Okay, good morning. We just start off with an explosion? Really? Was that really the best way to do this, Twilight? I feel like that gained a lot of attention. Is it? I mean, I feel like spies are supposed to be low-key, no? Well, I forgot that he smokes, actually. We haven't seen him do that since the first episode. Okay. I was about to say, I think he has. But yours cooking. Anya, no. Anya. Yikes, she knows way too much. Like, it's cute, but in the same fashion, it's actually very dangerous. It's so funny that, like, Anya is completely fine with whatever her father's doing, but anytime Yor mentions murder, she's like, ah. I like that they put that out there about how they all have their own reasons for keeping their identities quiet, though. That makes a lot of sense. I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, but if you don't rest, you're gonna slip up. That's the problem. Overworked means sloppy. Welcome to the gossip mill. This happens, unfortunately. It's because your husband don't love you. It's very interesting because, of course, he's putting this in the, you know, the idea of the mission, but it's a real life, you know, kind of reflection around how we can allow our lives to get out of balance of what's important. Yeah, she's like, I'm going somewhere cool. I don't care what's going on here with the adults. But he does need to rest, though. He's going to either collapse or he's going to get very sloppy.
これから3人で仲良く水族館に行くんですよ。
Oh, you have to announce the whole thing, huh?
ご近所さんには円満で平凡な家だと。
I mean, I don't think they'd ever think that. Everything that they were suggesting was kind of realistic, right? Overworked, cheating.
そういうことで
Oh, they're matching! Couple outfit, cute!
これはワイズ本部からの。
無理です。今日はオペレーションストリクスにとって大切な日なのです。
Period.
でとある情報の受け渡しが。
コーヒーとジュースをください。
聞け黄昏。情報とは他国から持ち込まれた新型化学兵器の
I wonder how real this is considering the beginning.
ことになるのだ。
Like, you can see he's dead on his feet and you're gonna give him more work? I don't know. I don't trust this lady, unfortunately.
結局任務を引き受けてしまった。
Why? Well, that's your own fault.
あら、お向かいのフージャーさんじゃないの。
Why? This is Anya's fault. She had to go. Actually, it's both of y'all fault. I don't know why you had to tell them you was coming to the aquarium.
追い払ってから。
よかったらご一緒に回りませんか？
Why are you mad? She's doing exactly what she's supposed to.
近所付き合いも大切ですよね。
That's true, because if they like you, they'll be less likely to suspect anything.
1羽のペンギンに飲み込ませて密輸した。
That's horrible! Whoever does that deserves to get shot. This is very vague for a whole mission. No. It's a lot of penguins.
どのペンギンがターゲットの子ですか？
Yeah, out of 200. When they gave you, oh, some penguin somewhere at some time got it. Nah, I'd be like, fam, get your ish together, and then I'll take your mission. Have me out here sweating and anemic.
俺一人で常時すべてのペンギンを。
Oh, this is where Anya can be helpful, though. I think she can read the animal minds.
ロイドさん夢中になって子供っぽいとこあるんで
It's
す
so funny how completely out of tune Yori is with human emotions. Oh my gosh, she can give herself a nosebleed. Oh, she loves her Chi-Chi. One of those penguins is probably suffering if that's the case.
父、あのペンギンさん苦しそう。
Good job, Anya.
何かが喉につかえてる可能性があるな。
That's so mean!
ロイドさん、お疲れで喉が渇いてる。
Not her crying over him being thirsty.
騒ぎを起こさずターゲットのペンギンを使う。
Wow.
確かにペチルだ。
こっちの子はペーマス君とペスカー君ですよね。
なぜわかる？
Yeah, sorry. Turns out you're inadequate.
俺だって未だに間違えることある。
That's why you don't come down on the newbie so hard. That's right. Go find yourself something to do.
ベテランの動きを観察して悟った。
Of course you did.
誰が何をどれだけ食べたか。
Okay, listen, these penguins are starting to be a lot of work. I don't think I can do it. Yes, you better go, Naruto.
どえらい新人気やった。
They are both jealous and intrigued. Oh, please help him.
喉の奥に何か引っかかってる。
Can you help him and not just have his mouth wide open?
まあ取ってやるからな。
Uh-oh. I don't like the shot.
そうか。では私が運んでおく。
No, I'll do it, thanks.
私はバーリント大の海洋生物研究室の教授で、
He's got the same eyes as the guy who, he's going after Damien's dad. The...
偽物ですね。粗い作りだ。
貴様どこの？
Take a bucket of fish to the face. No, you need to help the penguin first. You were there. Exactly. You gotta pick a mission, Twilight. Come on. Wait, Anya? Oh my god. Where's your? Now you notice that your daughter's gone. Ma'am. Oh no. You know, I'm gonna give her a pass. She's only actually been a parent for like 2 weeks. Oh no, Anya, what are you doing, boo? Oh my god, she's a terror. I love it. Did you see the teeth?
大丈夫ですか？しまった。ついやりすぎ。
No, he deserves to be in the roof.
わお。
こうして無事フィルムを回収し、
Ow. Oh my god, that was great. The man just stuck in the ceiling and no one bats an eyelash. I can't.
浮気。そう言って。
Wow, that's quite the conclusion.
何度も何度も挑戦してしまって。いや
It's a lie, but it's a good one.
あなた意外といいお父さんしてるじゃない。
Oh, no one cares about what you think, ma'am. Go back to your house and do whatever it is you do.
普通の父親です。
あなたよく見るとイケメンね。
Oh, see? Pretty privilege kicking in.
こんな過重労働
Yeah,
は
I
もう
think you need to
うんざ
slow
りだ
down. Learn to say no, Twilight. You're the best, but
戦争のない世界を維持するのが
I mean,
俺の使命
that is way too much for you to take on your own, Twilight. I mean, you should do your part, but you can't do it alone.
少しゆっくり歩いて
Poor Twilight. At least he didn't have to fight.
お前にはもう教えることは何もない
Ah, not that. I have no more to teach you, young Padawan. That's hilarious. The real guy is gonna totally fumble and not understand why everyone hates him.
半分こしたピーナッツをお互い食べる儀式。
Okay. She's thought this through.
君に我が味と案内してやりたまえ。ドキドキ。
Are you hearing any of this, Lloyd? No, he is way too tired. He's got to start hearing what she's talking about.
情報を集めている。こいつは
You know, she's extremely smart. I really hope they're picking up on the fact that you just got to figure out how to like work with her brain because she's really smart.
そして
This penguin's actually turning out to be quite the partner.
最強のナイフや最強の爆弾があるかもしれない。
This imagination. You better mind you see something you don't want to see on you.
こら何してる勝手に入ったらダメだとあれほど言ったろ
And this is what happens when you're overtired.
本当はもっと危険なものが
Anya knows. Okay.
まずいぞ
She won't go a block. She won't get a block away before she turns around.
先輩世界平和のためには泣いてる
Not the voice.
そうです。悪い奴らをやっつけに行きましょう。
Good job, Yor.
二番街のお菓
Yep,
子屋さんが
sometimes
悪者
you
にやっ
gotta
られた。
you gotta play with your kids. Anya's smart. She's like, you're gonna get me some candy because you made me cry.
ガス先輩
仲良し家族ね。
スパイは目だ
The great part is no one's actually looking at you like that. They're all looking at you like a sweet man. Cute. But my man Lloyd needs to get a nap though. My gosh, she is dying back there, working overtime. Apparently his agency wants to see these spies actually fail out of sheer exhaustion. All right, guys, that was episode 12 of Spy Family, and that was really, really fun. I think I noticed like a couple episodes ago that Lloyd has been doing other missions on top of this operation that he's on. And I thought it was just like a few here and there, which makes sense because let's be real, Operation Strix for the most part is kind of a wait and see type of operation. Like the heavy lifting was getting the wife, getting the child, getting her into the academy, and that's all happened. So really at this point, it's more just maintaining the facade and making sure that Anya continues to do well in school. So, you know, that doesn't take, 24 hours out of 7 days a week. So I was like, okay, a few missions here and there, but I guess I didn't really think about the fact that a lot of Lloyd's missions or Twilight's missions are very physically taxing, right? He's usually beating people up, he's swinging from things, he's swimming, he's vaulting, he's running. So it's really taxing. He does all of that and then he's got to come home. And then, like he said, then he's got to play the dutiful father. And, with Anya, she's, she needs to be interacted with. She needs to be helped with homework, etc. Plus he's doing the cooking because Yor can't handle it, so it's tiring. It would be very tiring. And it looks like he's been getting even more than usual. And it's interesting. The old lady who's the contact was an interesting character. I don't think she was just there to give Lloyd this mission this week. The fact that we introduced her, looked at her, had her talk about feeling like she's going obsolete. I can't think that she's just a one-off character. I think we're going to see more of her. Not sure why, not sure where they're going to take it, but I do think she's definitely going to be somebody. What's interesting though is like in the episode you saw that I was questioning whether or not the mission that she gave Lloyd was real since it was so coincidentally at the same place he was going to be at. But obviously it did turn out to be a real one. But I do wonder like why she was so urgent with it, why she couldn't appreciate that he's trying to do his other mission. And again, I'm wondering if it really did come from headquarters or if she just put that mission out there herself so that she can maybe be like, oh, you see, I sent him to get that intel and it turned out to be a good thing, so you need to keep me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure how legitimate it was because I think that as much as they want Lloyd to be working and being such a good spy, I think they recognize that if he's overworked, like I said in the episode, if you're too tired, you're going to get sloppy, and sloppy means you're going to make big mistakes. And as a spy, you cannot afford to make big mistakes, especially now that he's got this pretend family in his care as well, right? Any mistakes he makes could easily end up affecting Yor and Anya. I mean, more so Yor, let's be real, but like, or more so Anya, I should say, because Yor can take care of herself, as we can see. But I thought it was interesting too with him coming home, hearing the neighbors gossiping about them. And I mean, there was a little bit of truth to that. Like, yes, it doesn't look good for a family to have a situation where a parent's not there. But truthfully, in a lot of societies, especially like for the time period that this show is kind of sitting in, which is like, I'd say like around the 50s, 60s, very common for men not to be home a lot. Very common if you had a husband who worked at in a high level position at a job, or even actually a menial job that had a lot of work, very common for them to be gone for 16, 18 hours a day, right? And I mean, with a doctor too, I mean, he's supposed to be a psychiatrist. So truthfully, psychiatrists typically do not work, the same kind of hours that like a surgeon would. So that part's a little bit fishy, but you get the point. Like, it's, not unlikely that he wouldn't be home a lot. And listen, old ladies, suburban housewives, they gossip. That's what they do because they're not working. They've got nothing better to do. So Lloyd didn't really need to get as paranoid about the chitter chatter. I mean, he was right in that he would have to start doing more visibly to people with his family. But I think, again, the combination of him being exhausted and just feeling like he's slipping is why he kind of overreacted and is like, we got to go to this. We got to do it right now. It's like, or we could do it tomorrow. Like, or you could go take a nap tonight and then, do it tomorrow. But anyway, it was very interesting to see that he kind of felt like he has to keep the family thing going because it was slipping as far as the missions. And there is too much. There is too much going on right now, too much on Lloyd's plate. And as I said in the episode, very interesting allusion to real life, because in real life, a lot of us feel like if we're focusing on our careers, we're letting our families down. If we focus on our families, we're not pursuing what we should. Like, the balance in life is difficult no matter what you're doing. So I think that's just a kind of a nice little nod to the real world. But again, if Lloyd could be honest with Yor, they could definitely shoulder this responsibility a little bit more equally. But at the moment, of course, unfortunately, a lot of it falls on him. And that's why what happened at the aquarium was really sweet with Anya. Of course, she is in on all of Lloyd's inner workings and she understands what's happening. And in this situation where he really did not have the ability to literally be in two places at once, she was able to help out, like by finding the penguin that he needed, because that would have taken way longer than he had time for. And then, of course, figuring out to get Yor to help take care. Because I thought at first, like, would Anya actually try to take down like an actual spy? Like, that's not smart. But the way she said that she was being kidnapped, oh my God, that was so funny. And that Yor was there, like the mama bear she is. She put him through the roof. Yor put him through the roof, you guys. That man's brain has ascended without the rest of his body. Anyways, that was hilarious, but very smart thinking on Anya's part. And that's why I said towards the end of this episode, Anya is very smart. She just needs to channel that energy in a way that will work with her academics, because if they can find a way to translate her academics into some sort of spy-like thing, I'm sure Anya would be an honor student all on her own. So I really like that she was in there and kind of gave Twilight that assist he needed, and then got Yor to even give him another assist, because he was not able to, like he said, save the penguin, get the intel, and also take care of the guy running away. So good episode. I'm liking seeing how the Forger family is working together, even though they're not truly 100% working together. And interested to see what this intel brings, because this was really much more kind of a canned episode. We didn't hear much about Operation Strix or anything else at this point, but I feel like just seeing that the family work together was probably a good step forward to them eventually becoming a kind of an unbeatable unit when they eventually do like take off all the blinders and stop with all the lies. And I'm really looking forward to when that day happens. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.